me akwaba afisiapa
na Jozobi
etesen
aboko afide
inshia ba bibi ekoyi
aboko mo right captain not kwa monje visa mo this mo be pitch camp na say timo ye deputy MP sa mo me hu ne constituency bills be bad so we dey enco deputy MP so because one Dominic ne homahine mo invade the kwa kwasi achecho zegu achi ye kazo kwanu no the MP me manage constituency no ma.
No, you know it's a beautiful,
it's a lovely place.
Yeah,
and the weather is very good.
Very good. Very.
It says no you go so winter anymore.
Sure.
And how much na I forget.
Yeah. The last time I call me buy a Agyapong Agyapong.
That's right.
Beautiful time.
Oja
and then Oja.
I mean, and the atmosphere is pure.
Sure.
Also, how much and as I know pass it, and you are driving down to Accra.
Sure.
Which means and from now on, pure.
The only thing I observed, there's a constraints in this song.
After sure, I said, "Oh, quite to Kofredia."
Yeah.
Then we do man friend about it. Oh, call to Agyapong. After we do latte, Johnson said, "Oh, call to latte."
Wow.
It's a constituency of many parts.
Yeah, it's a big constituency.
It is. Wow. And
registered voters near saying.
Oh, say no, they no can they are roughly about 120.
Oh.
But voters and Casa did we are just around the
75,000. Yeah, I mean,
but the populace now Dawson.
Okay.
And then
and
we
communities
have a Dawson. Several and
yeah,
ultimate count. Every day you even uncover one.
Yeah.
Wow. Several. Wow. And you have 10 senior high schools.
10 senior high schools
in one constituency, or 87 basic schools.
Wow.
And then or 2 special needs schools.
Yes.
And or 2 tertiary institutions.
So training college or
101.
And
PTC and University College. That's also.
Oh, okay.
And then your school for the deaf, school for the blind.
Yes.
Then there were almost about 26 or 27 health facilities. And it's a big constituency.
Wow.
But they are lovely people. The captain for naturally important, and they are gentle. They are lovely. There are people you can have good conversation with.
The first year in office as member of parliament.
It's been awesome.
Wow.
It's been a mixture of challenges and triumph. I entered in without not knowing how it will go. But first year, I mean, together with the community, Nananom, and the constituents, you achieve a lot. I mean, the famous Sophia market like this was birthed in March. That was
a beautiful initiative.
Yes, and it's been consistent to the end of last year. The last one in December 20th, he attracted no less than 9,000 people to our monochrome. And it's clear that the very place we have outgrown the space. In Timene, a monochrome, Nana Usim Kwetiane, Nana monochrome. We are discussing a new venue.
Okay.
Let me put on record, say it will still be at a monochrome. It will still be there.
Venue in Nebesasan. To accommodate many people.
Yes, because when you have thousands of people, and the next thing, say, man, was the last one too. Me who said some health facilities, health screening, which for me I think was a very good one. And let me also say thank you to our sponsors, Simbiomo Boyeng, Casapreconia, the Omo Boyeng, providing water and all, and then young men, so the creatives, and Bouncy Castle, I'm afraid, was on the side, so kids playing normal for social shopping. It's a beautiful thing, and it's an open market. Just this year, BFIAC in March. Say January, February, you secure the place you want. But say the new measures about security measures and all, and to aid the traffic congestion because it's one of the issues that Unia Kwamsefaka so their boy is my traffic so bad. But market the traffic now. Yes, they are not drawing the traffic because I senpai from my say I'm a traffic. That's right. Obi kasa traffic ba. Awuku kasa traffic ba. In the market and I'm a market on radio. But that notwithstanding, it's a delight to watch people coming from all walks to just come and shop and also come and trade.
Yeah.
For instance, in your my prior a musician, he's into pepper farming.
Oh.
And on the bar in about 10 a.m. None would have been happy brain. The last one was into tilapia farming. So one more bar, point and kill, Charlie. Inti Bibiano have just that it should be fresh, it should be organic farm produce. And let me thank the team on me behind it. They've done a good job. Mantea, Ni, Berima, Iwa, Sapon, former MC and a constituency chairman and secretary. They've been wonderful. It's been a big team. All of them. Yes, Aside that, I'm also in the House of Parliament, together with my senior colleagues and colleagues. I'm Kotomo. Been able to provide an effective check to government. About your numbers form. But that notwithstanding, I believe, democracy has forced us an opportunity. The minority too must have a say, and that is why I would disagree with anybody who says minority for God and say that I would disagree, because you see, even one person provided.
Say the majority has been magnanimous.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Then democracy, then our constitution should have been constructed in such a way as a majority. Once the constitution also envisaged. Say you will have two sides of the divide. Bako ebe check ya bang. Now bako so swaya bang. And yes, I know. Then what you are doing is that prepare the nation for a one-party state and totalitarian regime. And I believe say even if a one person, there was this woman called Awuku. Ebia when she another, but what's of her exploit? She was one strong female voice. It is not about the numbers. It's also about Niamana Nipanidi Tujan and the articulation account. And more the minority leadership from the Honorable Afenyo Makin to Honorable Arnaud Dompre, Mama Patricia PJ, Habib, Miaminuane, Jeria Medshaib. They've held the caucus together, and the senior members need be account. In fact, let me particularly single out about 2 or 3 of some of these senior members. The Honorable Dominic Nitiwo, and the Honorable Kobe Ocheda. I mean, these are also senior colleagues. Lawyer Patrick Boamamo. They try to be around most of the time. Mama Boa Banibi to shepherd us through the process, and they've been amazing. At the end of the Upo, you may be our question. I quite say from one boy, Bravo. Upo, a so consensus, but now the situation and the rudiment of it. Into my member leadership now, so any the senior colleagues in the Ekoto. In fact, the returnee Honorable Matthew Nyindam was also doing very well for some of us. Now, a bomb pie said, and then the argument as I sat in the courtroom. Now, me take the argument from both sides. I don't want to preempt, but me training an animal judge for the Beba. Or share the quality. That was there, 28 January. Now, share the quality of argument. The counsel for Honorable Nyindam, the applicant, lawyer guy in Makoma, for general fees of over an hour. So in an erudite manner, and seminal and quoting decided cases, and the statutes near they added to back or money. And then also you had the petitioners council, the NDC candidate, lawyer Abla, or no so make in the DNB. Oti Honomwa, or it is your coach, what do any behavior? And I just hope. The issue also came down 1 Sunday and so on. So, the gazette and the photo, the copy of Bremo, your coffee assembly press. And no anything, and another judge for Mushim, my date now, a gazette and Yakan Yajama. In some the Honomaja country. But that notwithstanding, I'm confident. Say Yameya Domoa, Yenu Titi ya omdene femu. Sa Titi bia na menkaye busian for yaw. Ya de yenu ya bemenes kumi femu. But it's my hope and prayer that Honorable Matthew Nyindam, Sena and Escommunion Nitidi Mu court or no. me bompa say ene ono 28 no nyame be na dom na nananoma judge for the nsem na tonsani ani ene ne lawyer agina ye court dem akan no eno so bebem nti na me kan yindam so support has been providing some of us ekobem nti obi the first year has been interesting. Me also apart from that I've embarked on several programs any projects on the constituencies, renovated several education facilities, several health facilities on the constituencies, portable water, so you see to a man for scholarships for my constituent. Me bompa say nyame ya adomo by the end of this month no, because me who say nye NPP for nkwane to abama mbe ye mashibedwani obu ho ye NDC ni so to abama me especially some of the NDC polling stations are the lower hill of the constituency so Kofredia Konkwa Moso any those areas no and baby or Chetri Kokom Nikebu descending mouth hill now Kofredia predominantly ho ye NDC stronghold but some of the polling stations no I either won or came close but naturally ye base in order also not to discomfort omo few party mbo to abama no by end of this month me be my constituency office well just man for roundabout so na be a constituency no from all walks no from all walks whether or Sohan or local man face at the center and once it's an MP's office and yet partisan office in no oba so me the home commoner as a one the it's also to help bring me closer to the constituent.
What we hear and say MP Jumani Jumadin it will drain you of your time, your resources and all of that. In that regard, no or regrets be No. I see public service as service. But it almost say a draining. It almost say it can be tiring. It almost say I can't cast one more day or poor mudane in MP, you know. Even sometimes you're mental because but in all this, you shouldn't get tired of helping people. Because say Bia, some of these constituents you are helping, Yankopon de no or share and also and the shall. Because you're always giving. Somebody must also help you to give. Now these are people God Yankopon de amount. I think one of the reasons why I also see some politicians fail is that when you are an elected officer, and elected you are elected into authority, the moment you begin to think say you are a monarch, you will fail. Because you're into a swabber. That's true.
By a politician swabber. And now politician but now what one so no a social contract. Into a 12 months, send a brother. It can be 2 years. We are assembly member. Presiding member. We are assembly member. It can be 4 years. We are president. We are parliamentarian. Once an elected office, time into a social contract. Into a politician at the show team. Nama team you day. So nipen na dome. You will fail. And to me, one of the things I don't do is to take that mandate for granted. Into toda biko na wa brea obi wo hono mo a ohia usika. Ohia bibiem bad your presence. And Africa politics na ye no. Openi theory kan ho but practical no so kan ho pa. Practical na say practical no
different.
Obi practical na say me nu ewu ye wo bai. Me ma me fi mu obai. Me bayi ware obeta mechi. Me to me bedding now ho. Into kai me so me kai ho.
Yeah, that's simple.
And no ba before the theory. Because nipa no opese onya that personal relationship. And I keep saying that in politics no first now the campaign practitioners said any strategy said say all politics is global. First I know my dream. Say yes wo America say wo. Then they revise it and no. They say all politics is local. The issues are wo important no. And na ye be gina so at the atuaba. That is the mentality. But it's all revising and say no, all politics is personal. Why? Because we be now community also here library. Ya basic library. So abano do you know one share library next one to aba. But share ne banwa ubi for boy no many years school and all the to aba.
I just believe that is one of the areas that I see a boy on.
It's true. And I mean, all campaign, any strategies, elections, and all of that. You say on the 31st of this month, our party would embark on a very critical exercise. So, our exercise will define our party, going forward into 2028 elections. Everybody in this country knows where you stand. Introduction, let me kind say, senior advisor Edema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and one of his very close associates. Barely 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
So May 13th.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a saying.
Oh, Yame Chadi Nidi kind of mame and Yamia so for the life of the former presidential candidate, Dr. Bawumia. Namensana Yamia so for the lives of Nini and Moni Omoko. The Yamia says, Ubia hon kanye, Ubia hon tinye. Because campaigning is the most difficult part of a politician's life. The food you eat, the people you are shaking, the people you are greeting, where you sleep. No, you have limited options. Baby, I dear be sound or now better. Now, 2 weeks nekakra for us to go into this elections. I'm confident Dr. Bawumia will go through this elections.
So, we
are confident he will win.
The OTT in
na Nema now betting there say politics, say UTB. Obi. My men for a fidie so and kasa kakra. Na me kasa efi makumem. Enemy mu. Abana ye call 2024 na imoding. It was a very difficult election. Na obi bia na obekasa na abano eda form no na oboa. Ahead of the elections, a Colombic intelligence unit predicted that the NPP will lose because of the anger against government, not me.
Yes.
Yetu abane susu wiye. Professor Michael Quay committee report so ebeda almost the highlights na ebe kan hwasem ewo National Council, not the report, the highlights. And to them 80% of your supporters are ankotoaba will also confirm na EIU for ne cancer na ema anga ebufu ho mebe ebufu ne so afi so no. You also had ana iwiasi wom, and many government fell. And government P na so no, they took difficult decisions, including the Akufo-Addo government. And because of the difficult decision, no they bought more my home by no, it had ripple effect. Anger no na ebino so be den. Obi MPP ni etim sa school ne bachelor BC wie.
Yes.
Na ebia ne ba no so hwe ne bae no. Grade onya ewetwa baby di abofra na kwa akoto no onya ya nkapemu bi kra mo anu mpia no obefra onya boafo bonam so obetete se o asoma asidi o makofa baby umko ne penifo bi kasaye no yetimi aboa ho sa ni pa no e party ni ebia na nanu ndudwem
yes
o de sa yaw no ahye ni mu ama wankoto aba obi so ho otimpotemu ho otesa ban fa police military prison say ono so no banya bi obeko bi watu ho anamo opepenmu bi kra busan mu so na we ne ye de befa he na me so be yetimi akwa akojoin ni bi open nantimu ha obi unya boafo abind the police no the abasa me fenipa. But at the local level, yes. How does the person get involved in support? Sani pana de yao because we deep party nature and no more mebo boss we are people who are from 18 years going. So be do any military any way any then from 18 years plus, going. Sure. No na mo no wate se NDC ni bi oti na feature there. Otimi anyamoa. Tumo busa no say ti na ne amadi mempanufo achi a na medi achi sesen. Sa yawo no wanka ho asem a na ekusuhye no. Ansa na MPP beba ban mu no. Na banks ni bi
enyare so mo ntiapo ya ban bae 2017 we took a very difficult decision. See pesi save banks no, ye save depositors sika. In net no, some of these banks no na MPP for a year juma wom. These young professionals and the professionals. This hanipa no ene na sat we fi banker and I say financial institution no ye mu adwuma. Na by na save deposit sika na you, but the other side no wakolu su adwuma. Wa ba be Uber driver. Or the say yaw no ahyenimu when you obi ne na nka ampo ne hata. Ye wa ban mu. Bi won ma oba ba hwe panimu bi. Me nyime me hu fim. After election, for instance, Mami bi Madam Fubio ye MP, or one of the constituencies in the Eastern region.
Yes.
I catch him so.
Now, Mami bi wo me constituency we di ho yaw. Nam so then also so about how when nearly obetena we chia we nyaw. Reception for catch and say was on train. Obo di no men kai di no. Ubusa reception until more reception is di. Na Mami ni hia mwa. Na ne ba dabre na enye maame na ntimi ehune wanya boafo no ne ba ne fim.
Wow.
When I didn't even know so obi say betena mechi ti sane ma mabobosui obi emu de hen na fa kusasi ne mampusi asem ene ma mabobosui emu de hen na fa muzremi ni ani Kristo som asem nti say as a party one diagnose ade na yefunu yare na kofa eye dropper benya problem. Tinam say me me hu film. Dr. Bamia was made to carry everything on his shoulders. No, they call into the difficult election. In 1996, and the reason why there's wisdom in consistency and why I'm supporting Baumian, for instance. In 96, Jerry Rawlings was a sitting president. On a John Agyapong Kufuor Nekoye. That was Kufuor's first time. Kufuor around 39%. 98 NPP primaries. Niesi Oyedimu. APC. That time, Kufuor had to go through another tough period. In fact, on one account, the late J.H. Mensah.
Yes.
Was Kufuor expired cassava. Banchedia Kodwa Yanto Yantonchene. NPP for am Fikufuor echi. So even though 39 now nyayen, yesawa regime say ebeye. The year 2000, your J ballot paper to about the year 2000. Or 2 be 96. Or your man on 96 ballot paper no hu Kufuor enim no hu Rawlings.
Yes.
Ebi otoma Rawlings. Ye did 2000 about to krata man when hu Rawlings anymore. But kai sen we chia Kufuor 4 years ago. Be a papai Abraham farmer no near when no so betu ya. When MPP maintained Kufuor, we won the year 2000. NDC then introduced a new face. Certain the popular Ghanaian politician Jerry Rawlings had exited the ballot paper. Professor Mills Nebedaso. Ghanaians didn't know Prof, even though no I have vice president paying. And when I say Ghanaians didn't know him, I'll come to it in electoral terms. 204, Kufuor Santia Konyano so, and this is how the Mills call it. You know the challenges that Mills had to go through. Papa J of blessed memory stood by Prof. And the Prof sounds so firm. Prof won the primaries. No Lusu to Kufuor in 204. 208, the MPP's most popular face, I know what that ballot paper, Nelson 96. 2000, 2004. 208, that gentle giant J. Kufuor had exited the ballot. Gather Nibia no what about 2000, what to 204 or to 208 no. Now when who Professor Mel Senim 204, 2000, 204, and 208, and was seeing a Kufuor for the first time. I'm gonna try Prof share. Nyakopon fa Prof currency. Fufi Antwata na Prof call etwa na nanomo nsiedo. President Mahama was a sitting president in 2012 elections. And Mumpokra MPP, we are still fortified in our belief say ye winning here. Now so a copy court, yes, ye winning. 2016, Ghana ni bia na wato aba, mind you, 2008, 2012, 2016 was seeing Akufo-Addo's face on the ballot paper for the third time. Yedema Akufo-Addo. 2020, President Mahama came back. Akufo-Addo as a sitting president, he couldn't defeat. Mahama couldn't defeat Akufo-Addo. Now 2024, any Ghanaian and every Ghanaian now what about 2012, what about 2016, what about 2020, and also about 2024. Now Ushia Mahama on the ballot paper for the fourth time. Now Ushia Bawumia for the first time, because MPP's most popular politician after Kufuor exited na Akufo-Addo. MPP's most popular politician then, President Akufo-Addo, had exited the ballot. Into Mahama's face, the voter, when who Akufo-Addo ballot paper and so on, you're kind of next, Mahama. In 2028, by constitutional instructions and impediment, President Mahama edina memo bebewe. The wisdom in consistency is that opposition, in terms of marketing, you are limited. Ghana for no makotwaba in 2024. No. Voters register near Antonio on be updated with new registration. Near the BIA account. In yes, year 2 naturally. Sa Ghana for no mugusu millions no. Ye more ballot paper in 2024. They saw Mahama, they saw Bawumia, and the rest. 2020 is how Ghana for do years back. The popular face after Mahama today in Ghanaian political circles is Bawumia. Where is a debate. Intime obi a catch them and say Bawumia wasn't a good candidate. Now me busam was what again should the man have done? Campaign wo we say oyebi. Some of the argument are so when we need any zongo apart from a Futu Zongo, that is palpable falsehood.
Because the last time Dr. Brian was in the seat,
I disagree.
Or they honestly break down.
I disagree. My court is a Western region. My the analysis of all. Mind you, the Zongos are not in the north.
Just in the north.
No.
They are not in the north alone.
No, not alone.
Okay.
You don't have Zongos up north. Or Zongos in the south.
Okay.
There's all okay.
Now,
no. Okay. Inti offer to say Western region, Takrady, for instance, offer Arabic school, Bawumia 184, John Mahama 126. Oko baby to say Nasroya Arabic school and also Takrady constituency 258, Bawumia 255, John 159. Many of the police stations are Bawumia winning in the Zongos. But over a fair constituency, we are Dawson, which you can see. Until me to Tum Keke. Over a fair constituency, Tia Madia East Town Chrome, Bawumia 137, JM 98. Tia Madia East, Bawumia 136, JM 108. Eddie Demois, Bebre. But don't call even the
polling stations.
Yes, but polling stations now can boom. Now go do constituency.
Yeah, but Brian's argument, they say
there's no constituency.
You have
called,
to take Zongo communities.
No. Oyen Sadia obeying from so. First of all, when Kufuor lost 96, and say Catholics vote, no, yeah, calculate say go port to him. You are talking about the communities in Biawokan, and these same communities are memorial results. In fact, per our analysis, in 2020, NPP only won 30% of the vote. There was our communities, our Kanzongo community. 2020. 2024, with Bawumia's candidature, you're winning 40% in total of the Zongo vote, Egusa communities. The reason why I want to shy away from that is that Ghana and yet on tribal or religious. It's a constituency. In my constituency, in fact, I don't even baby to say Abetifin, maybe Dr. Brian away.
Yes.
Zongo Mosque Kweutafo. Bawumia 227. Mahama had 207. That's Abetifin. CMB shared Akwesiho and also Abetifin constituency. Bawumia had 150. JM had 88.
But is it in the Zongo community?
Yeah, it is. That's in the constituency. You cannot tell me say them bebre me am on my cropon say Zongo post office cropon Bawumia 229 JM 94 Adosun Zongo Arabic school Bawumia 84 JM 2. So you been person obey the analysis on sectional grounds because Kufuor in 96 when we Yankasa Catholics vote Anto Anko Amakufo. You are that means determining the destiny of the country on religious or tribal lines. Martin Luther King can say, or say he looks towards a day they won't judge Nema by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Yen judge Baumien all the aspirant Omoni Omoko said they no between Swayama party and a Ghana for. Baumia has some very excellent ideas or which for me it connects the party to the base, because in fact will be say obi or constituents or polling station and electoral area level. Asemi hiano there's no connection. The constituency structures there yes, polling station, electoral areas, but there's no designated welfare structure. A connected our polling station nina we here bibi no to Nabain. That's why Bamia wants to set up that welfare committee and a welfare desk at the constituency level. So be a party for no nipa no ebia mwa ohiani. But to begin with, no, he believes that you need to have a data of Uncrofor. And what's on is he's a digital guy. Or any phone so every constituency be do to tune well on his phone. Also call this polling station or say bonsu maybe a polling station secretary within fear say the number ni say he's able to connect with them on his phone. Because when you have the data of the people, I know what profile you say we no ebia unya scholarship. We say be an aba unya small micro credit scheme or the bet shenejumem. We ebia unya juma ukra this expertise. To when we profile is our own crop we na no o pay juma mama every quarter per Baumier's thinking and what he wants to do no. Every quarter na inumani be a aba. And yes, a buy will be a new for party for pay. But you encourage them, so buying policy obey. Found him what this expertise. Into what is here top form we are could to be. What is a be a fan power, make an application. Now, Feno, Senipano Onisha Unupokran on IT Niama when you be a what desk nechi no abuano. Cosini and nam Idiaso and Anoma Ehunso. Again, or say one of the things are being in government or no for 8 years as vice president who say or no about being different is the appointment. Obi clearly Obi who say Mampeni Najem Pemuno in appointing many good people. He got the expertise to work with in government, but some constituencies were disadvantaged. Ibimunya bebre ebi anyabi. Mamima we Agyapong North, for instance. In my constituency alone, we had about 10 appointments.
Agyapong North.
You had Miracles Abuaj, a decentralization director, our local government. You had Sammy, who was Director General National Lotteries. Near Entridakwa, VRE CEO, also from my constituency. Michael Bediako, the Millennium Challenge. Asabia, Efua Asabia, na Ghana Export Promotion Authority. Nana Yao Cranting, MEF, CEO. Making 6 so. Nana Kumiano deputy. Mamire fi miniaba nidi. Na kumia deputy Tumba Kumekaidino. No, so from the constituency, making 7. The Director General for Ghana Airport, Onokadogusu now, Yvonne, making 8. Now you were Mr. Adiobo, no a board chairman for NPA, making 9. Now there Sawo me ame offer Ambassador Faridonko, no say at the point board chairman, it will be power. That's 10 straight. But they be a next door constituency. No, Inti Bamia says, look, let's have a basis. So every constituency be these appointments be 10. And this 10 ranges from ministerial to deputy to CEO to deputy CEO to ambassador. And a buying president one who to me to appoint board chairman, board members. Anyano ubibe who se need be a woman. And that connection between the constituency and the party. And a party nature. Me obika chance one of the boa party for I'm a party boy. I've been a youth leader. I've been a national organizer. To cast a boa party for there must be that linkage between the base and the who at the top. Because Mampeni, you won't know what is happening down there. Near Omba beka chance o da. But that nano Bamia beka ni tree or say no what that's so na go abonting. If that is the case, make sure that the structures now would be juma. For me, I am of the firm belief say also if you look at this candidature, he presents the NPP with another fine opportunity. This is a man, he's a man of integrity. Or you'll be so nipa hodo, or you'll be so canipa boom. The election that you know, it won't be an easy election. And if anybody tells me so, he'll be a bit connected with the youth. I find that interesting. And then the youth of today.
But even before we come to the youth, you know, Sammy, my question would be, sir, and after listening to you for around 20-30 minutes, you know,
yes.
And Dr. Mark Esibe Yeboah Ebaha,
senior,
and he makes the point, sir. MPP, by virtue of how 2024 elections you know, it is clear, sir, you've lost.
In fact, make I crap him not crime if somebody Honorable Dokua Bekao,
Dokua,
who was Deputy Minister for Trade, until Onobekwana 11.
Okay.
In one constituency. And which are names that you can verify.
Sure. He makes the point, sir, you've lost traditional constituencies be anamo back on the CSO community, you know, Malusu, the academics, one community, you know, Malusu, the middle class as a party. Ain't the only available constituency, mubit me akwa aji votes nibi, omu the low class ninti. You know, boys, ghettos, the youth, any other. That's what's available now. It is a more core elections. Be say, a candidate to be connected to that base, and for him, the only person who has that credential, Ken Agyapong. He doesn't see that in Dr. Bawumia. How do you convince Obi Owasa Agyapong?
I've heard this argument before. A man near the President Akufo-Addo call in 2016.
Yes.
Argument will be by Senanado on connected with Omom Warfo. Now there be our suit. You heard this argument.
Yes.
Nanado ama imbunabem. You started listening to hope to. You do baby. Kofokwaso Nanado atadena washo the Quran washing too much. Inti doc and the man how. Now, me catch me, I'm new penny Dr. Mark Esibe Yeboah and said, I think he got that wrong. You see, NPP, one of NPP's base, that's your middle class. The fact that you have lost the middle class, according to Dr. Esibe, which I believe we have lost some, we have lost grounds. I won't say totally.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you cannot fight for the middle class to get them back. And Sammy Bedi National Youth Organizer, NPP had lost about 80% of the campuses.
NPP?
In 2012. In 2016, we regained about 90% of the campuses. So quitters don't win. And winners don't quit. In T4 because you have lost that base, so that means you've already given up. Says our base in the year down. Middle class?
Yeah, that's what said.
I disagree with Doc again. Obi, who are you middle class? Me, I'm here middle class. You won't see a vote here one there. But your level of influence on more down, or more broken.
Yes.
In two cases, all the shiny say middle class here, Obi, Sammy, or Dominic, command him, be a mistake. Obi were acquaintances, or one namfo, or will be some form more down, and they look up to you for leadership. Into Obi alone can convince about 20. If I make Obi unemployed, I'm making 20 people that depend on him vote against you and poor. You are getting my analysis. Me ametiye o fam say Sammy Awuku one vote pe no cry me ko share ballot box paper booth ni ma sorry one vote na me wo but no man metim ni o makasa amon so makoshim na bi o bro one. The vote of the bishop is one. Okujina booth ni ma and a vote of Akwano no so rani bia ba no say ka Ghana Bar Association e wo yen lawyer for the ene e wo ye nuanom so de no ono so na ote no ono ye year round marketer or caso pewasem no be she t-shirt or shen every day. Inti menfa weni mu se omo nnoso we yan say mistake but the people that depend on different dependency ratio. I'm not a statistician like he is, but I can challenge say obey the mathematics no. You see that indeed even California even 1 million assuming middle class everyone assume 1 million or Ghana ha now multiply no by 10. you definitely will have people that lean on them. Into me, I also do not disagree with Dr. Sibe say a form honor we don't have to fight for it. I think we can do both. You can chew gum and walk at the same time. That's what Bawumia is bringing. Bawumia is not going to give up on the middle class, as some people want to give up on them. But he's again going to make sure that the MPP also very well on the ground. That's right, because you see, many of them
his rhetoric, the Agyapong rhetoric, and resonate with the form of honor. Bawumia maybe he's not cut for that. Let me not through on any mistake, but he's not cut for that.
Let me understand it. Make a national youth organizer. Mo catch him say me ba me radio youth organizer. That was one of the accusations for my opponent.
Radio
Sonkwana. But mbedi national youth organizer. I revised the note of my opponent and my critics.
Yes.
I was a youth organizer should be able to speak, inspire, and be on the ground. I still kept my presence on radio. Kept my presence on TV. Sometimes Obi now was Sky. Na me bata dia me ba. Ma be kasa wie no, bo se masanso akotena anaje ho. Makotena pipe ano honom. Masanso te takrade mo market circle honom area. So it doesn't mean say o judge nipa by the looks and kwa be mistake. So she mfa nipa. Insu ato we are seeing now from hurricane to tropical storm to whatever. None of them na hot water to fisro. Ni na yensu onyo so deal is a befa. If you don't just judge a person as say any manner with them a profiling, and in fact Shakespeare even makes
there is no art
Shakespeare father rubbish that or say there's no art that determines the mind's construction on the face. Intimate sheni pano na dia judge the person on your debate table. So I have absolutely no problem with anybody who supports the Honorable Agyapong. If I tell you say Ken and your party ni na meboa on your party dish na meboa or no so plans or they ban or nene crop also they are forcefully pushing it. I would disagree with Dr. Sibe doesn't mean I'm disrespecting him. The same way the Honorable Dr. Brian Agyapong or no so nene crop for their campaigning and forcefully pushing on a message say a message of hope and revival. That of Miami senior man Kala, engineer Kwabene Agyapong, and also the Nedie Abba. So na Dr. Yao or say Educhum, or no so no edu, or no so ideas. These ideas, ye baby are your even manifesto. Don't be surprised, the presidential candidate, God willing, Dr. Bawumia emerges. There are some ideas, no so call here, Ken. Brian, Yaweduchum, and I say, Kwabene Agyapong, Abosubia, yeah, the Beka on also plans, no one. A bit me, Amaya Koyenim. You are part into your friend of party, and you're one man in Kwana area. But one thing that I do know is that this campaign, one thing if I dare bakwa me de woman say he has also energized the base of the party
through the various campaigns.
Oh yeah. Say me boy CB. Utimi who be no ha.
Yeah.
Who no not we so ha say.
Sure.
Or Ketty will be busy. Or at least for the next 6 months, 8 months, you're keeping you busy. Pressure no, obi, be few so kakra. Adofwa beji pressure nibia. Almost also in the course of that, they're also learning the rudiment of campaign. Cause bia, odio biachino, usia how are you organizing a party at the base, at the polling station. Obi wo hono mo a ya boa no amwetimi. Maybe say I learned from many people. I learned from Cabo. I learned from Jomboedu. I learned from friends Sir John and MPP too. Eboa me. Cause me ne Emmanuel Latifa danso. Ya de call China. So me could understand the Communist Party how almost so no year campaign for. Me party ne de Marco Germany akwan study how are the CDU also campaigns. Yeah, the Marco UK akusia how the Conservatives campaign and how the Republicans also campaign. It will be so no in Siengo no so nya no ono so de boa. So at the base bia ono so di obi achi no send your posters, send your cho a campaign message, send your gina ni penim kasa. All these makes them better politicians. And someday e bia send ni pa no ni so adun so be the constituency executive, or be regional executive, or be national executive. All these things for me put together and build the party. What we have to guard against, they say, men too emotional to the extent that I hear people saying, I'm a candidate and we need ya and then a party and then a jai and I make no. Oh yes, then politics is not your field. Then go and sell ice cream. Ice cream pen will be an auto ice cream automa will be an uncle for your money. That's the only thing that makes people happy. Until then go sell ice cream. But about politics in there, to the beer, it can be bitter. Dr. Bawumia today, I'm sure say Obi and Bawumia winning 2024. Maybe he would have made some appointments that he would have regretted.
Sir,
I think so.
Based on
some of the dynamics of this campaign,
just say incophobia
no more
maybe would have thought so.
And on also not many, on also thought.
Say omo
yes. Tunini didn't come out sometimes in the silence of his heart. He thinks that Nina because
he didn't expect some people to.
I think so.
He feel betrayed in a way by some people.
So your words, I want to go with it. He feels betrayed in a way, but he's come to accept that that's politics. Because and Kanyasa maybe a smith in Kwasha, maybe a smith in Kwasha, he twice so straight from 2024. In 2028, I'm convinced when elected as president of the Republic, he will make a great president. You see, Mahama Lusu 2016.
Yes.
And Yemeni be a year ahead of 2016. Say no onye biem. Because when sa no fire no or she form. Say no man any hada. And it was Bawumia will come out greater as a president. Because
of the experiences.
Because of the experiences. Because he's experienced a lot, I can tell you, within the last year and little. So it's been over a year. I mean, reflecting over a lot of matters in his discussions. And he could have verified. But now with all these and on hindsight, and then on round our campaign, he knows the party people who are killing themselves for him. He knows those are like they want to see him succeed and become a great president. And he knows also and feels that it be a policy way be a your time you the buy it be anke you say the next time be benefit and call for no so better. All these things put together, it gives him a broader approach going into 2020.
But that is where his critics will come in and say, for everything that happened in the last 8 years,
yes,
any the SC over the past 1 year, if you should put Bawumia out there to talk to the Ghanaian people, what new? And they are the forefront or Beka. Remember Ghana for I say, okay, John Mahama the NDC for about 1 term on Kobu. And NDC for the powerful front neighbor. And based on the electoral history, said the ODA Komono. Bawumia for the second time on the ballot in the end Tomano. What new Bawumia tell the Ghanaian people?
Well, a lot. First of all, no, he's promising a transformation leadership. You see, and Emmanuel Bobo Sunibi.
Yes.
Yeah, called 2024. Yeah, catch as a Ghana new ho. Or cast a maybe ba and what we have done. You be match a phone number even to your bank account. Yeah, cast a it's happening before our very eyes. On the digital front of cars, a bit baby, a passport officer. You better take it just for yes, a ready a befrel. Aside that, no, the digital space no cars say the world has transformed so much. So be your tone. Even Dana may share BB or TikTok or said there is yes, maybe tongue kusia. Na kusia ne ho niam nko accessories e keka ho. Na nipa na say adred no so here ubetimi aye star and it's a digital phone.
Yeah.
And obi oton koko kra na is finding out how easy I can get customers and all. So fast forward, his ideas ni be people thought say ni do hono. It has caught up with us. Now those days are oya manual niam. Even the president of the Republic has admitted that we are in the digital world now. I think, sir, as he promises more jobs, and job creation, he's also promising opportunities. People look beyond even the formal sector because they know how he choked. How do we still create wealth, create opportunities for Ghana and Chirima? And also, one of the things that he also brings on board is how to even use this new world of the digital space, to fight corruption. And all these are things. I mean, we did say, with him and on hindsight, many of the programs are on the boss, the former president of the republic, and now the Dankwe Kufuado, the buyer. If you want more, and then NDC buyer, any none and also, or to get it working again. And Obi, elections, the ideas now the baby. Me, I think, say we want to cross the January 31st. If we are no so, the party too must continue with this rebuilding. I won't say that's when we are going to rebuild the party. Must continue with this rebuilding. But all of us will get involved. Right from the polling station, we'll get involved to make sure say the once election winning machinery, NPP, we can get back to. We've done it before. This is not the first time we've been in this situation. In Tianono, together with members of parliament, with party leadership from national, region constituencies, our ability and our capacity to stand as an opposition party. Because we were in the same situation from 2009 to 2016. We've done it before. We can do it. The ability that got us to mobilize almost 950,000 people for the Wongbo demonstration. That NPP is still there. In Tenobi Bekach and said that NPP today is faker. I take strong exception. And I disagree with the respected heart surgeon. Say 2023 ye chinchimo microphones. Really?
Yes.
Over 200,000. How are you going to whip them? And I said a referendum. Is that 97%? How are you going to whip them? With what cream? Whipping cream, be. Obi. Nipa no kwako to abano. Also honorable. I there what can all day but my dream hear me say. What me mono? And I'm always go with Agyapong's accession. Post the special delegates voting. Kwabna in his interview, I think I watched it on Joy. Also on there, he disagrees with people who say there were some arm twisting and all. Because was on boot ni more. There's nobody there. We now fold the paper now. And I hold a considered view. Say the ballot box that we see there, it looks very transparent, but it's very opaque in character. Because you're transparent as a glass. But the nipa ne di shemu no. And obi me one time kese bi ya de bi ameka me say me call national youth organizer. Obi pa na me ne dwen me policies me manifesto obo me ma me troye. Na yakodu tamale. Fa me kokra no kwa boa me ma me transport. Na me call tamale. Na ade edayaso. Obi nipa gina ho ntimi nyina. Kwa say ballot box no ye de papers in rere mu no obi awia no wasere no wasmile a kire na police lady bi na me ya say me share lady bi mu da throughout my political life na me sure say bi adankwa me bia no that me go so cancer story this lady we met no gina boot na chi iti when nipa ya me say o ono na me dwen me policies me manifesto ni ade kwato aba but lady coincidentally for police lady ni hu ye so ojina che protected the boy 5 minutes later I say honorable it's me hu kakra na so na papa we no wada from so o ti say nua penny say hey honorable na madede emu hu na say adan also one to ama obi ona just what them twice hey assured vote no. Najili say assured vote. It is the ballot box is opaque in its character, but transparent in its looks. It's the only one who Bako ebe last. So what you say? Bako ebe the first. But Mr. say in the final run in the phase to January 31st, you pipe down the rhetoric. Because you see, you need the MPP vehicle to ride on. Now, a face also no, you know, curriculum to prosecute 2028
campaign. No?
Yes, and NDC will make NPP's unity talks easier for 2028.
NDC will make
NPP unite early.
How?
Nabane de yen krofo yi. almost every appointee of President Akufo-Addo is being investigated.
Yeah, but
no problem. No problem. Where even there is no problem, they want to find a problem. Inti 2009, me kaipa 2009, 2010. Sa wani afre yes ya che onabo kwadwo mpiani akoha se ya che asabi ekoha ne ye nem buburu ye chese nam nwura mu ni ade na ne ye tumrika ne ye spraying. It got to a point ye mpanifo no eno mom wase ni na agitum say if you don't unite for power, these guys have a hidden agenda to make sure say they clear off Mumu leadership in now. And the NDC have started saying, I've seen this playbook before. Nampaya na Mebo said, let's cross January 31st. The elected leader now, post January 31st. Onyen you beat me to make sure say onini party penny the party rank and file. We quickly get our acts together, and then let's hit the ground running. And the elected NDC will be in a disadvantaged position in 2028. They say their popular candidate won't be on the ballot, and they won't elect a flag bearer before 2027 December. They won't. What up our market? They'll be in the same situation we were in
2024.
Yes, because so electing your flag bearer 2 years to election, the president will be lame duck. Who will listen to him? Yeah. Human beings will naturally gravitate towards the new leader. The President Mahama won't do it. So no make sure say or till the last quarter of 2027. I will be surprised if NDC elects his flag bearer before the last quarter of 2027. Inti ube yi nipa nbe wie no. No mo de no, wo so yonkwa abode say hia. No was sensuous with you. E yom say yonkwa na yenya. Already me say we have 5 or 6 no more interest. Even if they deny, it's their matter. See it to her. It's just like a lady who is pregnant will tell you so maybe bianye me nante correct. E bedu 6 months no. Nante no say high heel no nhebiem. Afei you say atade na wo hye no say normal size. Sa no mo de no be. At the presidency you have the chief of staff will show interest. Papa your finance at forcing will show interest. Erikopoku me hwe ni video ba ko asante achemo baby a yonabo apia ku bi Lucy. The MP was praising him and saying so mo de oyeso be ko president on be support no. Na me wa fire Erikopoku so aboniti ko che say onya mampani bia obedi me senior brother Haruna on confirm me so de was so to form on can yes on can no. Nanse na ye for vice president utitin komoni bi wo NDC cycles a o yemfa manko aye 5 o simpremu the national chairman Bema Boada ono so sunya obeko 6 na me so de mi enwie ye de no afei when that starter afei na memu no beko autopilot because they have to spend about a year campaigning distracting government don't be you omo de embe wie no sometimes and for me, one of the things that will go for Dr. Bawumia any day, apart from him, the wisdom in consistency, he has a track record. Say he's been the most visible vice president we've ever had. Love him or loathe him. Aside that, no. Oh, Papa no nim ne kra no a ushia the first timer. He has this warmth and aura. But
you cannot also run away from the fact. In the 2023 primaries, because a certain vice president, he got some advantage.
That's fair.
Good.
We are hosting.
Yes.
So what school we are there?
Yes.
Oh, we advert mom.
Of course.
What they build marketing. That's how it. Everybody try for a website, and I don't have a problem at all.
I get
when I decided to run to be MP, there was a certain president, a certain MP, and definitely she had advantage.
Sure.
But yeah, no one decided on
Kobe. I get that. The argument has been made, sir, even with all those conditions for him, can Agyapong at the time, with no known leading party member following him, managed to pull 37% of the vote.
Okay.
And we've heard some real big names. I mean, KK Sapong, Lord Kome, Mike Marcus Ibeye Boa.
Lord Kome has said he's supporting.
Yeah, he said so. He said so. I mean, publicly, actually.
Okay.
You know, and all the names are here.
So fantastic.
So meaning
that Bawumia is not an establishment candidate now.
For now?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Say there's not your establishment candidate.
It depends on what establishment candidate is.
Okay, Obi. Your call in 2023.
Yes.
One of the accusations was that your commander appointees now.
Someone Tomano. In fact, Frimpong Boateng repeated that.
No. And Sanso Beya this one. When our opponents were campaigning against us, almost you. We don't know what Bemo Medidi Amena. They say, Mom Mudidi were binding beams. If this would be all the aspirant. So what becomes of that argument?
Say in the Avia volumes.
That's the point. That's point. The first, you know, now I say, oh, can check our story beach and I'm news a cook and Tanaka. I say, Ujaf. There was this professor, and every day he was speaking against a Kasakesi and the politicians here and the VAT and the Kasakesi.
Yes.
And I said there was a day, then so tall. And a professional roadside, no pecans. I'm saying one of these politicians, can this story or catch you? Oh no, Jan also prof. So you may want to come on board. Also, yes. Prof Nebetin also now have a different perspective about these vehicles. 18 yeah, fancy onaya.
Yes.
Obekase. Say me say obi edi keke sapon small boy in our party. No. He's been a CEO multiple times.
Sure.
Yes. Or a motor, GMPC. And this was more or less at the heartbeat of our energy sector.
Sure.
You also have
Lord Kome, you have
even Agyapong. Member of Parliament, and he's also Exim Bank former. You have the Honorable Irene Natoshi, former DACF, or the District Assembly, on Common Fund and all done. Until you have big weight following. Bamiako 2023. Sabe, Niabema be mobilizing core contest. Anyeye in 2024. That will be 2024. San prane ho me obenye na san de koshemu. Me nua pani no in 1 year. Yes, an kotoaba. Bawumia is not the rich candidate in the race. But he's the candidate that can get us power in 2028.
And that is where the question is.
How
and what do you say? What can say he can get you power?
Yeah.
How? The question is how? Based on what?
So many reasons. Mama, the wisdom in consistency.
Yes, I get that.
But somehow the fact that he has been tried and tested. Asembia ni opponent in this Becca fan Hubia, they used it in 2024. He may not be the candidate giving you the big monies. But listen to your inner self, so your party delegate now with you. Enye bibia na iska. Ukoya bako semwa. Ye nananom ti UGCC. Any ade. Na Kwame Nkrumah was not the richest. But the buy Senebeya or no so any then can help organize it for us. Oba towards 1992, the party had very rich people from our history. From Park Grant, more they are buyer from the olden days. But party now for flag brass a farmer, a rich man. My Professor Dubois. Anyeye, J. Kufuor in 96. He was not the richest candidate in the race. But party for the netun senyenes here boa papeya obetimi agitumi amaye in 2000. 98 na Kufuor niska. So party for ni jina nechi. Kufuor kwa G2 ne breye in the year 2000. Kufuor, in his first attempt, we need 2 regions. Nanado, in one of his attempts, we need 2 regions. See a boy nana BM no, okoji to me bray. Bawumia in his first attempt, well, we need 3 regions. Ashanti, Eastern, Northeast. Me jidi a boy no bekwa kofaba. Party for nyeni nane yiska. Ebia. Nyame nhihye mu abato akoto esunsumu abai ebia saa odachi abai na beboama obi ho no ye adwuma ema kufuo baaban mu obre ya osesame menya hwe wo kufuo aban mu so ye adwuma pa na this aban ne bae that person wama na bemambu ebia babia ni hira bae no was under na kufuo ado government after several years obi also ye adwuma ma kufuo ado etina ni fifre ebre make sure say na na bedi mampani o boy wanya hwe amfi na na memonum ebia na nyame nhyehyɛ mu no no betimi aboa wo obi andaba omia government wo betimi obi afie afunu aba obi ebia nya ono na beboa wo abrabo aye free ba be hia bontenso ni obeso won sa aka say I want to grow with you na maboa wo. You have several experiences of this. And mo bi amfa ya adwen monkro elections wo hoyi e sunsuma sem na san ye physical sunsuma sem meaning that don't me wadwen so koto abayi di ama papa yi no beboa wo daachim no akohia obi no de wadwen di agro na fe wo daachim aba na de mfaso bebre na akobone. Me, I'm not an economist.
Yes.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not a statistician. But I'm a politician and I'm a lawyer. Me de masoto form, me busa form, me tie form, my hair form. I feel pain because academia ye lusu no. Tinipa ba ko na me ye lusu academia. Is that the conclusion? Ye na etie ye won namfo in the universities. Ye won namfo mo kira de at the polytechnics and the technical universities. Wonsum ye ni nipa na ye. Let us not be deliberate say ye pamata didn't na de ahye nipa ba ko. Me better I've given you a personal story of obi a mention no. But they be when who saminti no de yaw na kotena afie no wan to aba. E bia wa wutie me so no. Wo hwe wo so uni ye mu a. E bia obe kai say bia it could be said there could be a story of obi a na ka betimi ahwe no. Let's not use a bimo, let's not visit the sense of people on Dr. Baumia.
But some of your party members have said, sir, it gets to a time in the life of every country. The country needs, quote, a madman to do the radical stuff. Sir, we've been on a trajectory for so long. Am I in some result? Amoka say they are late, tie-wearing politicians now. Mono Harvard ne, Lincoln ne, your friend is saying, Oxford brofo and Amoka, or more economics and a muyusu, and a wee baby away. We need a new kind of politician. That new kind of politician, no, the maverick politician now, or Canadian, or near your regular politician, anti-system person is coming to disrupt the status quo. And not a Kennedy Agyapong. That is the time the country needs somebody like that.
I want to ask you a question. Do you, in your heart of hearts,
yes,
believe I'm doing well as an MP or not?
You? Yes. You are doing well, okay. Obviously.
Am I disrupting the system as an MP?
Disrupting? No, I don't think so.
Am I your maverick politician?
No, you are not.
But I'm performing.
Yes.
Enye kasa, enye dede, the job they ground.
Now, so the maverick politician who will take decisions, your ordinary politician will not take.
I take decisions on behalf of my constituents. That's why I'm representing them.
Yes.
And if you believe I've performed as an MP 1 year in office, you are saying I'm not a maverick politician. You also believe, say I'm not disrupting the establishment or status quo, but still making sure I'm achieving. Win with Baumia, trust Baumia to deliver.
But he will still follow with the Oxford economics.
So. Is Mahama a maverick?
He is not.
Okay. Is Mahama disrupting the?
He is not.
Is Mahama to you in the 1 year?
Yes.
You will score him about 50%.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I think clearly, you see, as for Niema Obibe campaigning for a candidate, I don't have to be too much hard on it.
Okay.
Why? Because those who are campaigning for Kwabena Agyapong must campaign for you to know that Kwabena is the best choice. Your campaign is also for your Duchum, doctor. Must campaign to let you know he is the best. Same for Brian, same for Ken, and same for me. I am here not to campaign for anybody. But I'm focused to campaign and give you a compelling reason.
Why delegate and Toma Dr. Baumia?
Me jidi se papa ndo be di nedu no. Ye wono so kakra bia obetimi ajetumi. That is no disrespect to the other aspirant. Me so mo ye MPP adehye. Enye se contest abantin me ba be disrespect you. No. We are na there now party no want democracy na say. On any day when the elections are over, we should be able to appeal to them and their supporters. Let's bring the bacon home. Yeah, the bar. We can run Ghana better and can do better. Mahama made mistakes in his first term. And he said that he wanted to come and correct mistakes. Okay.
Yes.
MPP made mockery. We thought he would never come because with the devastating defeat of 2016, everybody wrote him off.
Yes.
Today, John Dramani Mahama is president of the Republic. Trump, same with its casa and the rhetoric in 2016. In 2020, Trump is back again as president of the United States. Don't write the Baumia story off. I'm confident that Bianca Makacho say if he had continued, I'm sure. When I mean discuss you, I'm sure some appointment would have followed the same line. But today, upon sober reflection, or 360, that can maybe unim number we bit me a ball parking so, and unim number went me more parking so. And for me, I think say nobody me say me share one party person, and me call around in now. I challenge your party for. Me share one person or catch him and say Baumia we hinti Mantuaba. I'm yet to meet one. Because Nipano campaign so baby is oko. But me say from son ye jia people can't yes you mean that doesn't mean say or you beyond criticism. But I'm sure say some decisions say be on taking any be on no could take in it differently. Bianca ebeboa in a different way. And I'm sure when given another opportunity, for instance, if first a Nema Beko form, near the Befa through so many channels, now could do constituency, now could do polling station. Now his destiny is in his own hands.
Yes.
I don't think he will use the same bureaucratic approach. Obepese ubitiom nordiniamana
ama direct.
And he's been saying that on the campaign. Lessons learned. Share Ufia eko kumase. Ubi. Na ubi akwa kudu konongo. Ukodu konongo no. No so when you fault kakra on the car. What would you do? Ubesa kaso when another person think crying ko and I'll be catching so konongo no. You fix a car no on fendu kumase. Because konongo is closer to kumase. Your baby biana your besa started counting no for. When we seek obi with a little effort and support, I'm confident Mahmoud Baumia will come out victorious on January 31st. And Nyame Ebuanwa Ubabi Diman Penisu. Nyankopon in the Bible of a Persian leader, being a friend of Cyrus, no your hene. Ono man beboa Israel for you on film kwasum. Baumia cried on fi Persia. He is a Ghanaian. And me jidi say when given the chance, the charcoal seller's son should be able to wear.
Yeah, but he being Ghanaian, no. The critics are say you don't put forth somebody from two minority groups. Minority in terms of the religion, minority in terms of the tribe. A person like that may not be able to win power for a party to say MPP. How do you respond to that?
We have heard this before. Emrana Agyapong for corporate company. Almost a confirm not check to where say Ubian who say unya post ebro asante hine akonya. Tonoa ni nuanum bi e wa asante na wo party ni. Say kufo peso gu akonya nanimu ase. Nti ontimi ndi mampani. John Agyapong Kufo chose hope over fear. Ebeye one of the best presidents at Yenya or your Fourth Republic. Nanado Dankwa Kufuado, na me ye youth leader. E Kufuado, ye nuanum NDC for sebe kan say ya kese no. Even the height no, just ontimi ndi mampani. To make it worse, you see on the John. Cause that time no, ni John Rollins, ni John Kufo, ni John Mills. Almost say to take a John, ni John Mahama. Nana Donde John, but he became president of Ghana. Obi, the mistake people make is sometimes they play God. The mama fancy.
But you've heard the narrative around Adenta constituency.
Yes.
And how a Mulusu Adenta constituency. I mean, I've heard the claims because your candidate, then vice president, now all interest in that constituency because is in a contact, it should be in a contact, right? In a contact, NDC candidate. In the the force of the party, they didn't really move into that constituency to create advantage for Nakonta, and that's how come you lost that particular seat. That is a narrative where your candidate cannot. Oh, and
first of all, Bamia campaigned in Adenta. Adenta and their pictures to that. I mean, and I person me twice or crack brain, and I'll forward it to now more their more website. So we campaigned in Adenta, campaigned for Kuzi, Pija cousins, and then a year campaign so for fair. Akosia Menu Nemukwa has come out or say Akosia Menu refutes Kennedy Agyapong's claims that Bawumia didn't campaign for NPP in Adenta. In fact, Akosia has, and there are even pictures on Mwamo Joy. Bawumia campaigning with Akosia Menu.
Okay.
So, Emia is Memeti Adenta.
Yes.
Okay. Personally, I campaigned in Adenta. But I campaigned there, and it's been consistent. Adenta is a swing constituency until Ramadan has won it for the second term.
No, we need 1-1.
Kufo, let's say constituency 204. You winning the late Parihamo.
Yes.
And we winning with around 500 votes. 4 years down the line, and a swagger, Honorable Edua side, EB2 from the NDC side. 2012, and a Shimo, EB2 swagger.
Okay.
And a Shimo, Ebai. 2016, and a Ramadan, EB winning. Okay. No, 2016 na YB buy. YB buy no. And na 2020 Ramadan esusu be 2 YB. And na 2024 Ramadan is maintaining. Into Bibi Obeka Adenta is not like a constituency Obeka say.
Any traditional seat for any of the
not
parties.
At all. Not at all. Inti Okone side you will make. And mind you, Adenta was carved out of Ashaiman constituency.
Ashaiman or Medina?
No, Kaboom.
Okay. Some from Ashaiman,
from Ashaiman, or maybe from Medina.
Yes.
Into Adenta name with this geopolitics and dynamics, you know. Now, I'll share these two and it favor even the NDC's dynamics more. And also, Chester is not winnable. I still think that we can work hard to win Adenta in 2028.
2028?
Yes,
after Ramadan, we need second term.
It doesn't matter.
Not happened.
It doesn't matter. Anything or no, second term. No. Ramadan is also going to be judged by his performance. If NPP works hard, me G2 say we have a better footing there, and definitely NPP will contest 2028. And I'm confident that NPP can come out of Adenta in 2028 victorious.
Some few messages. We say Obi, good evening. The Agyapong North MP, Mr. Sammy Awuku, consistently speaks to reassure party supporters and has a deep understanding of party operations. He was the sole youth organizer instrumental in securing the party's victory in 2016. We should prioritize listening to him over those who criticize their own party as a fake party after gaining ministerial roles and benefit. Obi, our unwavering faith remains in Dr. Bawumia. We say also regards to lawyer Ewua, Abdul Ganiyu Mohammed, Boama of Efia, and DMB Western Region Campaign Team. Royal Ewo Efie Kuma. Royal Ewo Efie Kuma. Yeah, that's it. We say Kwabene Wukwana extraordinary. And Samuel Brian Wabin everywhere. So we say Obi, great job in Agyapong North. Lawyer Sammy Awuku, we are proud of you from Nanaji Renchi the first. Also a Mampong Agyapong Apese Makahene. Yes, Apese Makahene and on the way up. We say Obi, please can you tell Honorable Boys Abre that during President Kufuor and Nanado's time where we had only 10 regions, so Bawumia winning 3 regions doesn't follow. Jimmy Owusu Kwating US of A and Odiwe Abajimi Yedase. This one says, Obi, please ask Honorable Sammy Awuku that what will he tell the critics of DMB who contend that he is too soft and cannot protect the vote of the party in 2028, given how he conceded defeat too early in the 2024 election. Some people believe that it accounted for many of the seats the party lost in parliament. Please ask him for me. I'm listening to him live from the Ghana School of Law. Gilbert Boating Ejare.
I think the General Secretary has spoken about this matter.
Yes,
decision
sure.
Was a decision of party leadership.
Sure.
Just that no as the candidate, none is all communicating.
Yes.
Again, Obi, some mentality of protecting ballot box with macho men. Nami krasa mentality ni be when that was 2012.
Okay.
But after 2012 elections, then people who said sebi impokra no.
Yes.
Election ye chinchini and sakra na nenye through the macho men. It was through transmission and accounting.
Yeah, that was, I remember in 2012,
yes,
right?
Yes, and I make a joke.
The famous Olusegun Obasanjo.
Yes, we know Obasanjo showed down what Joe Luhono. Obasanjo said, young man, you said they've stolen you. Which one did not say? But the graph in that room that you went to, you think the graph is a normal graph? Obi, when I was a boy, I thought like a boy. It's meaning no, it's anyway. No, yes. You protect your ballot, your vote, end to end. Election is not an event; it's a process.
Okay.
Right from registration to verification, exhibition, then and then to voting and to counting. Because on the day of election, none of the aspirants they is supernatural but everywhere.
Yes.
Yes. The party for none to make sure they are being vigilant during the distribution of even the ballot booklet. And yet it's a crowd maintaining vigilance to see say the right one yet. And no presidential candidate they can be everywhere. He can be at only one center at a time. Into whom he has any panel match and answers so he has not be protected. And not shut the way at 2012, the Koya and 2016 MPP was more sophisticated. And we moved towards the digital. Accra say what born home modern now crowd pink sheet. That was the first time many Ghanaians even heard of pink sheet. On the face of the pink sheet.
Of the pink sheet.
Near ya trauma, near ye declare amount, and I see a trauma.
Yes.
You can't be enya 10. Na ne no 10 ye the zero back kan a altar near the ma obi no ye ma obi abedu nanim. By be a polling station declare obi 10.
Sure.
It's ni na no so we still board down see be me ye ni ada ho. Na omo mu gina mu amayen atro amayen na are people who can help us. When we are no okase protecting the area.
Yes.
So na be obi ma me fa ballot box nkwa. And no presidential candidates and you know macho man or be protected. You still will need this party support.
Yes.
And until I mean like this with what happened in 2024. I think after January 31st, the MPP must take a second look at its party security.
More internal security.
Well, maybe. MPP must look at it well and discuss it well.
Because Nioma Ifnumumu in 2024. Nioma Ifnumumu.
I think so.
But it's Baumia se obi huno. What's a politics and so a perception.
That's right.
If people perceive him to be a weak leader. Hold on.
Kufuor want power for you. Okra power nim. The same.
Hold on.
Nanado any so yes.
Hold on.
Nanado want power, protected it for us. Since you've experienced both.
I get it. But people believe say how 2024 ekoye. How the NDC is governing now. 2028, as you admitted, a difficult election.
It's an election the MPP with a good strategy can go through.
But if people believe, say the leader you choose matters, and that you need a leader who is bold, who is confident, and not one who is docile.
I don't think
soft.
I don't think Bamia is soft.
He is not.
No. Mind you, when you're a vice president, who's Sunko? when President Mahama was vice president to Professor Mills.
Yes.
Oh, but now TB.
Sure.
You vice president, I am vice president. Oh, you elevated deputy minister. Technically.
Elevated minister.
No. Elevated deputy minister. I'm saying that because just as a minister assigns responsibilities to the deputy,
sure.
the vice president, he assigning no responsibilities by the president.
Yes.
So we can't say you are a deputy minister. Yes. That's why you're elevated. But in terms of the job description,
yes.
Now, I also believe say the 2 me shall say 2 me yesunsum.
Any sunsum be nenam.
Any sunsum be so nenam. And nipano and 2 me amplifies the goodness in you. And how bad you are. It is a nipano obabe som je Kufo when they says Kufo was soft. Kufo bedi mampeni. You saw how he also delivered.
Yeah.
To me personally, I don't think Bawumia is just that when you are a vice president, you don't outshine your boss.
Yes.
Monkeys play by sizes. He knew his corner. He operated there. But even with that, he still makes sure say he was the most visible vice president with initiatives we brought by end-to-end solutions with many of the state-owned institutions. And I confidently believe, say, woman to me as president said, Doc, first now you're vice president. Ebia now a limitation with what you can do. Because you're vice president, you can advise the president. But President Yakoto Neswaba on the ballot. Yes. And the final decision rests with His Excellency. Yes. In Wabaya Mampeni, Doctor, Okasi and Famao, to see the amount. Chenya also be to me.
At the part.
And to me, I just think he will make a very great president. Now he will have the whole 360 view. His campaign as running mate before. He served as vice president before. He served as flag bearer. Now you have another opportunity now, bar. Your work is cut out for you. No excuses, no but. Dr. Party for per power. You need to have a plan for power.
To win power.
That's all. And we will help him. You na ebe buano. Send your buana na do no. You be buano pa. Be buano. You ne boy sense be ye juma or from one so buano.
I'm going to me power. Irrespective of how the NDC performs. Because that is also something you have to keep your eyes on. So then, if the 1 year is anything to go by,
Akufado's first year was like that. Even Abuso can credit Tinyama soon as it was like that. There's a bubble.
It was bad.
Muhammad, there is a bubble. Obi, what's your hair? There's you see, whatever there's a disconnect. There's a dollar no. You hold the dollar no by bow tie. But the krona or cotton, the size no, and no increase here, ne bona increase. Me na Oliver Voma Baka Voma and the two nays. Me have because it's totally be have a title around price no, a cost size and cost. It's all I would just say is that I don't wish this government fail.
Okay.
Let me be very honest.
Okay.
Because we have Bible because pray for the government.
For the government, sure.
So we see here, and just that in an election, I won't wish the NDC success.
Yes.
I wish the NDC luck, and I wish Dr. Bawumia success. Na Oko Bible ma, the book of Zechariah chapter 4 verse 9. Was Zerubbabel. One sa what the shed dynasty no. What the son no be we. Obi near chairman say so don sa she bibiase.
Yeah. Start something.
Na nyame aboa to insurance yoguso. Sa no me did say NPP delegates have that unique responsibility and obligation on January 31st. A destiny time. A decision making time. Fa yenu anom to nsane ani. Hwe na agidi say ne boa be ya homa no ayi piano kakra obeko. Dr. Bawumia won't come to you as the most flamboyant candidate with money. Say security na kwhwede ato aba nkiye nya je Kufuor as president. Nkiye nya Kufuor as president. Nanado wasn't the richest candidate when he was contesting in his primaries in 2007. But party for no kai no ehune Kufuor betimi aye. Say na party for no kai je Kufuor. Ti wa okoto aba January 31st. Yen kai ye papa. Menumi enunti yetwe na boss Jojo no Supreme Court for 8 months. What is screen him? Papa he elected himself.
Opted to be.
That's right.
Star witness.
He elected because somebody had to step in and save our party. One opportunity. Uchai bibia to her and make sure say NPP so na be adankwa me bia e benya abakosam e begina so e de akọ the next election. Oh yeah. Why ne fam de o de na ho ode ne nim de na ne kakra aboa ni papi wo party bon kasa. On kasa. Sa ye kwa abatwe. Yen kan ni aba omi aso ayama yen as a party. Ene mo awaboa yen. He will not come to you as the richest candidate, but will come to you as a candidate with a plan for power. Saso na ko Muslimin for so Quran chapter 13 verse 11. Or say verily, verily, Allah will not change the condition of a group of people until they change it themselves. Allah will way on se sani pane shebre. This ni pane to na mon so be se sani shebre. Sa shebre a ye kan wansemi ye de aboa ye party ni anamo a ye 2 January 31st. Na ye hwe bebia ye fi ba ne how and where we want to get to. Emra Jekufo call first time awenya yanka se Catholic vote ama. Emra nanado dankwe Kufuado ekoye baako mienu a wenya yanka se Anglican vote ama. Edu Mahmoud Bawumia no call baako. I numpo kra no with a good chance of winning 2028. Yes, any zongo vote ama.
Because a numti na moka some of the neighbor. No, I bet our votes na mama.
Yadikufor ba first. Yanka say Catholic vote in Tini Yadikufor ba.
Yes.
Because he was competent.
We
knew he could win.
No.
Me say. Bawumia, I have also given you detailed analysis to let you know, say we move from the 30% to 40% of the zongo vote.
Cumulative.
Total. So meaning that he can give you 50% of the zongo vote. Mind the zongo vote here traditionally NDC base. Our quarter from 20%, 30%, 40%. Pape ye twana so boanwa. Me ujide kese se shebre se safo nyame no. Obe boy party no dey.
One question I'm facing me because we are former youth leader and still boys are bread tag no is on you. Boys no biggest challenge Juma.
That's right.
Juma Assembly is really big. And I think somebody asked that question, say, who amongst all the candidates and the work credibility on a job creation promise or promising mebunu say obetime creating new mama Ghana for Bejenedi? Who amongst all the candidates are in the campaign are defined by jobs? I'm saying Kennedy Agyapong.
Whatever
your candidate is not
whatever Bawumia did with President Akufo-Addo created jobs.
Yes.
One district, one factory created jobs. The digital agenda, it created jobs.
Yes.
Yes. Aside that, necessarily intervention, even in the health sector, with those your drone services and all, it created jobs.
Sure.
Bawumia's encouragement, even in the gold for reserves and the gold for oil, created jobs. Because NIPA then value chain, you creating jobs. It's all sector. Aside that, necessarily, I also strongly believe, say Oba Beye Mampenia, and you butum na be creative jobs. Is the ideas and the turnaround. I have no doubt in my mind. Said the NPP candidate Awuku ni na 5 ni na no. On betena kunyaswa, they will do something good for Ghana. But I'm confident that Bawumia will be our best chance to win 2028 and do far better than Ninuanom when given an opportunity.
Very well. Obi, it's worth noting that many in the middle class are distancing themselves from the NPP, largely due to Honorable Ken Agyapong's comment. The reason for this shift in allegiance isn't related to Dr. Bawumia, but rather how the middle class have been treated. Some Ghanaians have raised a question. Do we really need a Muslim leader? But let's take a step back. What difference has it truly made over the years, even when we've had Christian presidents? Okay. Obi Nswadrenche and Obi. Your network has been disturbing you people, pal. Clement our Bronx. Clement, thank you. We are seriously working on it. Sincere apologies for that experience. Obi, the wise man has spoken. I endorse everything said by lawyer Sammy Awuku. In fact, his words are full of hope and assurance. The youth are proud of him. In Bawumia we trust. Jesse Boakon, political marketing expert. And Odiwe Abreying. This one says, Obi, I support and respect all the candidates in the flag bearership race, but I think we have to maintain Bawumia. That's what my instincts are telling me, and my instincts have never failed me before. I've followed Ghanaian politics for about 50 years, and I can bet with my chest out that Dr. Bawumia will win the race come 31st January. Mr. President, all the way from Denmark. One good thing to have happened to DMB is the exit of Natoshe from his camp. Okay, EKD and Edia Ojeso. We say hi, Obi. Good evening. It's true Adenta was created from Ashaiman and Medina in 2004, and it was the reason the NPP won Ashaiman constituency for the first time. Lamtekin Rashid, Otema, Gulf City. Hi, Obi. Hope you're enjoying the conversations. No attacks on the other camp. This is maturity. Big up, Sammy Awuku. Nana Amponsa Bediakon. Hi, Obi. Good evening. Great communicator in Honorable Sammy Awuku. He speaks to the issues. He should keep it up. Way free. Yenya Richmond on the Ejuma was Standard Chartered Bank. Fortune Alimi says, Obi, so what happened to Asin Central as well? The NDC winner is a Zongo man who replaced Honorable Kennedy. Agyapong. Fortune Alimi. Hi, Obi. Good evening. Please, we must also know that all candidates who won power for the MPP tradition were MPs. Bawumia has never been MP. How can he win power? Good evening to Sammy Awuku, Ima Ewa Accra. The MP Sammy Awuku, how would you respond to this question? You see, Obi a winning power, ama mubia or ye MP. Why MP da? Bawumia nye MP da, obviously they winning power, ama.
Obi a winning power, ama ye bia ye MP.
From a tradition, no.
My example, me say a cousin and I don't know to be in the president, sans on the John. To miss me Busao, son and I don't the John, as will be the president. And I'm saying, oh, first of all, would this animal win next year and numerology, astrology, Charlie with me should be a man. I'm saying, yes, politics is global, yeah, coffee, local. There's any panel control personal. What be some questions say, yes, so mama be denied the MP, no problem. And I make catch also say, Wadaroma, Nanado, non de John. So be the president. Also, no panels on one mano. Many are in and in fact, let me also give you an example. About my constituency, I think I'm the, if not the first, the first non-Presbyterian. I'm a MP, a predominantly Presbyterian
area. Yeah, it's true.
Because they always vote for them. Until all this animal about a mistake. See, Accra, now send the Wadaroma.
Obi, why should the NDC tell the NPP to choose a particular candidate? Now, him there, he can win if he comes. Would the opposition ignore their own candidate and vote for his opponent he helped choose? And Mame Sewa Nediwe Abba. So, I mean, that issue has also come up, and some have spoke back against the NDC, saying so much interested in more party elections way to the extent so much ceremony pa Monfano Emra. Is this something you've also observed? What observed Bibi sir?
Oh, the opposition always have an interest in opponent.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yes.
However, now we party delegates, and that's all the was we need to form. Say NDC for maybe I mean Kotunkwa. Be immediately on Baba Boamia Mamaton and more you more candidate. And I said that's what the person has. See, as for showing interest, and people will have interest when NDC air come primaries. We will have interest.
I'm also going
to be campaigns were Bobby.
Hey,
oh, Obi, as I'm okay. Yeah, campaign are Bobby.
NDC elections.
Oh, yes, here and 2 be so you become see the Omokabi. And
we say you're a free former deputy CEO GIP.
That's Sir Johnson.
Sir John Banner. Yeah, say happy new year.
No maintaining Kanye. Yeah, maintaining Kanye New Year.
Or say my regards to my brother Samuel.
Maintaining Kanye.
He's doing a fantastic job. It's been a year since he was sworn in as MP. I wish him the very best. You're a free dear. And no. Yeah, good evening to you wherever you are. We say Obi, happy new year. Please greet Sammy Awuku for me. Cecilia Amwaten, all the way from Oslo in Norway.
Auntie Cici.
Yeah, Auntie Cici.
I was there last year.
Sure.
Very cold, eh?
Yeah.
Norway, very cold.
Very. Hi, Obi. Sammy is gifted in communication. More fire. Gamel or Ewutu Obrachere and Onodi way Abrayan. Sammy, let me give you the opportunity to do your final pitch in 2 minutes. I don't know if we'll get you in the studio again before the elections.
Yes, Nyame. No miracles when they decided. Sure.
Sure.
Maybe on better Yako, but I doubt looking at the
time now.
But my bad dome on Friday.
Okay, that's fine.
And he had better me at home.
That's fine.
We'll be near Kenya and it's a party for Munia Bema Dr. Baumi. Ramusoni Musuye. Muye den ane pe Bema Jinemubi Amayeng. Na party mra na ye gidisi ya chinchimi yansa 2012. Wanani nechi. Ojani bibi o yeso sambe tae chi. Ye call 2012 anye ye. Ye san call 2016 bwa na nado danko ya kufuado. Ya menshishe mu ye mae. Ye DJ kufuwa call 96 anye ye. 98 musaka se kufuwa koni ya mwao. Binya 2 years to campaign.
Yes.
Na ibia nyamenshishe mu ebi kufuwa call ye uko J to me by. And do ra Dr. Baumia Mummy and kind bre, young kind away. E be a yesica pudo no do the bebrel. But na nyan san na ho den or do woman nipa and ha be easy see a beton. So wo pek kramaya kunre mako chikan keniaba. Yankofa ensunya me ye kramai. Yakofa aye bida kramai. Wujide kesesi e boy yira Baumia 2028 ebe ye yamai. With there is wisdom in consistency. NDC for the Professor Mills call back mienu anye ye oman to na ntwe mo sa de ne koye ye ma o ye DJ Kufuor call back anye ye MPP ye de ne koye the next one ye de na do call 208 2012 anye ye yampaba ye de na call 2016 ba mi ampo kra de ne bo abe ahoma no ne call 2024 2028 he will be the most popular candidate on the ballot paper. Mr. Mo
Asempa
FM. Na yento number 3. Win with Baumia and vote with Baumia. Unu nwa anya adwen a enye ntokwa e polling station on the constituency. Monfa odontena. Se na bia ye wini wi a unu an betimi abeboa wo. Wetimi aton yera Dr. Baumia Edeneko. Mujidie kase said the covenant keeping God will keep his covenant with Baumia and the campaign team. Na party for so when you pause to say a prayer, say one for him.
Say one for him. But what to say, my opponents have been so through our campaign. So we are what?
Oh, unte. Say I don't know the players na good field so. Someone started last week interviews here at the
end. I mean, interview the
I finna do me so.
And your communications no.
Star players ni go baby bebre. Obia obi tibezo afina meso no me bombe there obi
almost say Sammy Awuku na won na nam campaign no ono o politics no just ono why wadwen say communist party na ko understand your own nti no ama onioma na ye
obi
communism nioma underhand ni underground ni dark well dealing
motai bonyum way by former Absuniani, in fact, Absuniani, a friend of Ben Bracon.
Yeah, Ben Bracon.
And maybe my Gruzeo, and I'm what. And I Ben Bracon.
I think it's him.
Okay, what I design also. Into maybe my Gruzeo. No one's up so you mischief. Because Aderia Yekwe. Ubia good players a go Pramaso. Make the whole of last year Kukumase twice. Twice, Obi. Oh, Mama, come back to this conversation.
Yes, I'm saying what
twice. First one, which was on a Thursday, was a Wednesday. This was last month, oh.
Yes.
Yeah, boy, your friend Fianco, or the activist, or in fact, man, I'm a born Munya scholarship course school.
Okay.
Well, graduated, was Sankushan, a long-term girlfriend on Baba Wire.
Okay.
Neja, Bakwe Godfather. And no, me were Parliament, if you Parliament 120, I'm called catch a flight. Me do come out with the taxi. And a call wedding. From there back to the airport. We do ya obiti social media so ne inade mo ya be TikTok say Sammy kwa kukumasa ku share tax. Where do you share tax? And now nipa no worry and wife no ye tax. Yes, what the 9:40 p.m. Africa world. Sabe mi fi kumase bana me mfa prayer and a debate me I can't use a blue. I'm not a wizard.
Yes.
To me fa through airport. Na me ya kan ni mwenyan. and Uncle Danchen 2 days after them one of Mrs. my big sister big sisters na ni in-law that form na no me call anopa me dey we flight. I haven't been to Kumasi. So you can say makobe 5-10 God. Otisi oda ompem kwa na say amenia back to ono so UK Jennifer Pong.
Yes.
Christmas time I made damn pem me dream ho. So Sammy kwa cameras are on you. Anything no I will activate our camera, we are connected. Na say mama me check Yesu your friend is ne wo. I think sometimes you know you the season where you do me. Obi yes, trust but verify. You be cool politics who you cry AI no. What me shot there? Near year tadi na few. That no mean na me name I think many miracles na Jesu na cabo motor discussion be last week. Miracles cry no phone I will be ogina ho no. Na me so they are Sanchez so akwa no John no ye yi na tadi. Just ye yi atadi na asade for France no. AI intimpacho. Men can say airport and fire AI. Men ni pa netinemu. But what I'm saying is that